everybody. Welcome back if you've been here before. Welcome, period, if you've never been here before. Today I am going to be creating a video with just a few dating tips. My last video was pretty much about how to take care of your mental health, and if you're trying to date right now, your mental health might just be affected. Dating can be a total mess. I just want to share some tips with you on how I navigate the dating world, and just hopefully I can teach you a few things. So the first tip when dating, of course, I'm a young lady, so my only perspective of dating is from that view. So number one, you want to let your significant other be the man in the relationship. And well, even not the relationship, because ain't a relationship till he says a relationship. So in the dating situation, let him be a man. So yes, on the first day when I go out, yes, I do expect you to pay. Yes, because it's like, if we're dating, of course it's gonna grow into something more, right? Of course, I'm not always gonna be like, oh, you have to pay, you have to pay, you have to pay. I try to have some decency about me. Like, maybe after the fourth date, I'll be like, okay, I'll pay, he's cool. But some men don't like that. They'll be like, no, I'm always the man, you're not paying for nothing. And that's cool. But if that's the case, you still want him to know that you appreciate all of the dates that he's taking you on. So the least you can do is buy him a little gift. If you see something and you're in the store, like you've been thinking about him, especially after he's been paying for all those dates, like pick it up for him. It's nothing to just give someone a little gift. So the way that I think about it is, if you want to date me, we have to go on dates. I'm not the kind of girl you could call and be like, oh, come to my house and come chill. Baby, I'm a Virgo. I love being home. This house is the epitome of chill. Like, that's all I do here. So I don't need to go nowhere else to chill. And like, that's the attitude you should have. Like, if he's not trying to take you out, why is you talking to him? It's like, once I've been talking to someone for a certain amount of time and he hasn't been like, okay, when we going out on a date, when we going to do something, like, I'm gonna stop replying to your texts. I'm gonna ignore you. Sorry to say it like that, but it's true. Like, who wants to just talk, text all day, and that's all we do? We never go out. Oh, come over to my house and chill. Chill? Girl, you know what he's talking about. Don't go over there. Especially if he hasn't taken you anywhere. Like, make him earn those types of privileges. So always let the man be the man. Let him pay. Like, let him plan. Some men suck at planning dates, and that's fine. Like, I feel like as the woman, is my job. Like, all I have to do is show up and just relax. Like, everything should already be planned out. Now, if you like the guy and he admits to you like, hey, I suck at planning, throw him a few suggestions. But guess what? If he likes you, he's gonna get it together. He's gonna plan something. Oh, like, what kind of food you like to eat? You like Chinese food? Okay, I'm gonna take you to a Chinese food place. He don't even like Chinese food. He gonna take you because he wants to see you. He wants to be in your presence. He'll get it together. So number two, always be honest about your intention. So if he is like, I'm not looking for much, I'm just trying to have fun, and if you're like dating to be in a relationship, say that, love. Don't like do it. Don't say whatever he's saying just to have an agreement. Like, no, if you dating to be in a relationship, let him know that. Like, everybody that you come across is not looking for the same thing as you, and that's perfectly fine. If he ain't, then leave him alone. Go on. The next one, he'll be more interested in what you're interested in. And at the same time, he may be like, oh, I'm interested in a relationship, but it's doing everything that's not in line with that. So it's like, if he said, oh, I'm looking to be in a relationship, but that's not lining up with things that he would be doing to be growing to the point where you are in a relationship with him, snip, snip, boo. Move on to the next one. And that's just because, like, men will tell you anything. Men will tell you anything to get the cookie. And that's my next point. Like, number 3, don't give him the cookie, especially not on the first date. And I'm just saying that because, like, you don't know this man. You don't know him from a can of paint. And STDs are real. Like, that's the big thing with me. Like, they be having too much going on. People be doing too much. I can't be out here just not. You can't show everybody your bed. You can't get in everybody's bed. And it's like, that might seem like I'm old fashioned, y'all. First of all, like, you can't just talk to me any kind of way. You can't just treat me any kind of way. Like, I'm a whole lady. I cuss a little bit, but I'm a lady. And, like, no one is going to take that away from me. So, and it's like, I feel like when you aren't so quick to just have sex with somebody, you get a better idea of what they're about. Like, because they'll tell you anything to get the cookie. Anything, baby. They'll tell you, oh, first date, oh, I'm going to be with you forever. I'm going to get you this and I'm going to get you that. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to marry you. We going to have kids. Let him show you. Let him show you what he about. You don't have to sit there and, like, just go ahead with, oh, whatever he's saying. And you know what, love? Being single is hard. Dating is hard. We all grown. We all have these little urges or whatever. Go on Amazon and buy you a rose. Like, if you have urges, go ahead on and buy you a rose. Because it's like, what's the point of sharing your body with everybody? Not everybody deserves your body. Like, keep it to yourself. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, make him wait 90 days. Oh, make him wait 60. No. You're going to know when you're ready to take the relationship to that next level. And, like, it's okay to have standards. It's okay to be like, you know what? We're not going to take it to the bedroom until you actually commit to me. I don't see anything wrong with that. If he's looking for something real, he shouldn't see anything wrong with that. So, that brings me to number 4. You want to always ask questions. That's the only way you're going to learn anything about your significant other. Ask as many questions as you can. Of course, you don't want to be overwhelming. Please don't be on the first date like, so who your mama, daddy, brother is? Like, like, take it slow. But still, you can ask questions like, so what kind of work do you do? Where are you from? Like, has your family always lived in insert city? Like, it's okay to ask those types of questions. And one of my biggest pet peeves is, like, whether I'm dating, I done swiped somebody on Bumble or Tinder, or whether I done met somebody in real life and they ask me, what you doing? Baby, I'm not finna reply to you. I'm finna ignore you forever. Like, cause you don't know me well enough to even be worried about what I'm doing. Never worry about what I'm doing. Now, I have gotten some backlash from some friends because they be like, well, they just asking you what you're doing because they trying to plan a day with you. Like, no, then do that. Don't ask me what I'm doing. You can say, oh, so do you have plans this evening? To me, that is sounding like you are trying to ask me out on a date or on an outing more so than what you're doing. Like, ladies, ignore when they ask you what you're doing. Well, they could ask you that, but not in the beginning. Give it some time. If they asking you what you're doing, like, if they using that as a conversation starter, ignore him. Oh, I get disgusted just thinking about it. Don't ask me that. Don't ask me what you're doing and don't ask me where I'm at. It's none of your business. You don't know me well enough. So, number 5, you don't went on your little first date. You're not feeling them. And, like, maybe the date was good. Maybe he took you to a nice little restaurant. Maybe you had a great time. Maybe the vibe is just off, though. Maybe he's not really what you want. Maybe you met him on Bumble and all his pictures was with the closed mouth. And then you get on a date and he's smiling and, like, he got, like, 3 teeth missing. Like, girl, let him go. Like, let him go find out who he's supposed to be with. Like, yeah, he might seem like he's a nice person, but if you know that he's not for you, please don't use this man. Don't use him to take you to dinner. Don't use him for anything. Like, if you 100% are sure, okay, this is not who I see myself with. This is not somebody that I will ever want to be with. Let him go. It's okay. Because guess what? If the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't want him stringing you along. You wouldn't want him having you getting all dressed up to go on dates, knowing for sure that he don't want you and all he wants is the cookie. Like, you wouldn't like that. So don't do it to these men. They have a lot of bad men in the world, but they also have some really, really, really good ones out there. And just because they're really good, they might not be good for you. If that's the case, let that man go. Let him go be with who he's supposed to be with. Because you will want someone to do the same for you. This is number 6. Don't be too available. Make him miss you. So it's like, especially in the beginning, I'm more of like, look, if you could go a whole day without texting me, what we doing this for? Well, not the beginning, but you know, after like we done caught a vibe, like if I know I like you, like I never want to be too thirsty, because really in my nature, that's what I'm all about. Like, if I know for sure that I like you, if I feel like we compatible, I want to text you all day. I want to call you all day. I want to know where you at. I want to think about you all day. Like, but don't do that. Make him miss you. Like, keep some distance between y'all, and it's okay. Not too much distance to the point where he's like, damn, do she even really like me? But enough distance to let him know that you have stuff going on with your life, that you're busy with your hobbies. You might be busy with your kids. You might be busy learning something. You might be in school. It's like every single time he texts you, you don't have to pop up with an answer right then and there. It's okay to wait a little while before you reply, especially in the beginning. Let him know that your life doesn't revolve around him, because the moment that men feel that pressure, that's when they start pulling back. Like, damn, she always just right there. Every single time I try to plan a date, damn, she just ready to go. Like, it might come off as clingy. And it's crazy that we have to play these games with the opposite sex, but it really sucks. But that's just how it has to be. Like, if you like him, you probably shouldn't even tell him too fast. It's like, really, the way that I think my life is gonna go, like, I'm probably gonna be in my wedding dress at the altar just telling my husband, I kind of like you, yay. You can't let those things out of the bag too early. And it's like, when you do that, you kind of, you really do scare him in a way when you're like, oh my God, I like you. Because he thinking, damn, she like me this much. Do she want to marry me? Some men are really scared of marriage. So, number 7, when you finally have your dates set up and planned, you want to always look good and you always want to smell good. Men are very visual creatures. It's like, when they see you looking good, smelling good, and just coming around, that's the kind of stuff that they crave. But just imagine being pleasing to the sight, being pleasing to smell, the sense of smell, and then it's like you also provide peace and comfort. It's like they say be his peace. You can be his peace, but not too soon. You don't want to be too much of his peace, especially too soon in the beginning. It's okay to scale things back. If you just dating this man, it's a lot of things that he's not worthy of. Like, let me stop talking because that's going to be for another tip later in the video. But yeah, always look good, always smell good. Number 8, do not stop dating other people until he commits to you. And I'm only saying that because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. No, I'm not saying be out here thotting it up. You don't have to sleep with everybody that you go on dates with, especially if you're not compatible. That's a waste of time. But what you do want to do, don't give your boyfriend husband privileges. I'm a firm believer in that. Like, if we just dating, if you haven't made any commitment to me, I don't belong to you, you don't belong to me. I don't have the right to ask you certain things. I don't have the right to expect certain things from you without a commitment. Now, once we commit, like at this point, if you like, oh Tara, I want to be your man, like, cool, you're my man now, but you're not my husband. So some things I will do, some things I won't. That's for my own discretion. So it's like, it's okay to have those standards. It's okay to not agree with everything that he wants you to do. But at the same time, you don't want to be so pushy, like, marry me, marry me. A lot of people be like, oh, I'm going to do whatever he wants so he can marry me. Like, no, don't do that. Because, like, what they say? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? I'm not calling you a cow, but there's a lot of truth in that statement if you ask me, because think about it. If you never had to show up to your job and they just kept giving you money, and it was like, you can show up if you want to, but whether or not we still gonna give you $2,000 every 2 weeks, would you show up? I know I wouldn't. For what? I might make a little appearance every now and then just to make sure like everything's still good. Like, oh, what's down with y'all? Like, everybody's still here? We good? I'm still getting my, all right. See y'all in about a week or two. Don't call me though. I'll call you. So like, it's the same thing with dating. Like, why put so much effort into someone that hasn't made a full commitment to you? Whether that commitment is boyfriend, whether that commitment is husband. Like, if it's not any of those things, then what you stressing for? What you doing the most for? Don't be doing too much. So, number 9, you do not want to assume anything. I don't assume anything. And that goes back to what I was just saying. Like, he can do things and make it seem like, oh, he's my man. But no, baby, I need to hear the words. If you're not saying, Tyra, can I be your man? Or Tyra, I want to be your man? Or Tyra, I am your man? You gonna have to ask me. First of all, you gonna have to ask me if I want you to be my man, because I'm not gonna just be like, that's my man because he put air in my tire. No. Like, we really gonna have to sit down and have a conversation about it and make it clear. Because when you get to assuming things, that's how you get your feelings hurt. Well, he did this, so I thought he was my man. I thought he was my boyfriend. And then he out here running amok, doing whatever he want to do, talking to all kind of different girls. Like, no, I don't want that for you, so don't assume it. Make him say it. Like, make it be plain. And that takes me to number 10. You want to reciprocate his energy. If you text him and he takes a long time to respond, you can either take a long time to respond to or don't respond at all. You can leave his ass on read. Like, never try to do too much. I just said that. So it's like, reciprocate his energy. You know what? If he gets you a little gift, get him a little gift. Like, that's how things are going to be equal and even, and it's going to make sense that way. If he goes to Starbucks and he comes back with a coffee for you, like, when you go to Starbucks, come back with a coffee for him as well. Like, don't be out here just giving and giving and giving, and he just taking. It's supposed to be some kind of equality in that. So it's like, don't ever do too much, especially as a woman. I don't even like to text first. It's like, if we're dating, you're supposed to be able to read my mind and know that I'm thinking about you and text me. That was a joke, I promise. But still, it's like, men know what they want. It don't take them long to figure it out. I say, 6 months at the most. If he don't know about 6 months, thank God you still been doing you, boo-boo. Thank God you still have your roster built. Thank God you haven't cut everybody off. Because why would it make sense to do that? He hasn't given you a reason to. So that's date. Number 11, have fun. Because dating is not supposed to be anything that's stressful. It's not supposed to be anything that's traumatic. It's like, you are literally just getting to know people to see if you like them enough to want them in your life. It's like, you might date somebody that, you know what, he wouldn't be a good boyfriend for me, but you know what, he would be a good friend to me. And that's okay. Like, people don't like getting put in the friend zone, but it is what it is. What can you do? That's all I have to say. So I'm gonna head on out. Thank y'all for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Watch all of my videos. Go ahead and leave a comment. If this was helpful to you, please leave a comment underneath. Tell me about your dating style. If any of this went well with you. If you have any questions, please go ahead on and put it in the comments. I will answer you as soon as possible. Thank y'all so much for y'all time. Thank you for watching, and peace out. Bye.